Yeah, why the hell did you come to Willow Creek of all places?
Excuse me. Hi. I've just arrived in Willow Creek. Have you got any tips for me? Is there anything worth seeing?
Are you also a tourist?
Yes. You could say that.
Well, we actually wanted to take a look at the notorious sanatorium today, but some kind of freak has made a hotel out of it, and the guy at the reception tried to pawn us off with some cheap tourist rubbish. Like, we were thrill seekers.
Exactly, Albert. And then he said that the ghost of this Samuel Gordon still haunts the castle. You can see him at night at the windows of the burned wing.
So that's why that's
Really
blocked.
spooky.
Alright.
Laughable. Anyway, we came here afterwards. We'd expected a bit more from a black museum. We'll go and see the castle afterwards. Hopefully,
Can you
that's
even
at
just
least
go
worth
look at it?
looking at.
Thanks for the information. Well, enjoy the rest of your holiday.
Thank you, you too.
Alright, that was kind of useless. But I'm sure they'll become more important later. Oh, bureau and typewriter. And paintings.
The pictures show farmers at work in the fields. Apart from that, I can't see anything interesting. Huh. What's that? An escritoire without a lock puzzle. It's gotta be an old model.
And the list?
An endlessly long history of Willow Creek. Let's see. Willow Creek's underworld. The village of Willow Creek was founded during the time of the ancient Romans. Even back then, the river often broke its banks, turning the surrounding area into marshland. A few years after the foundations were laid, a small drainage system was constructed, which managed to alleviate the problem for many centuries. In the Middle Ages, the drainage system fell into despair and was largely forgotten. However, in the year 1867, Werner Gordon ordered the construction of a completely new drainage system in order to put a stop to the growing number of floods and resultant crop failures. This made it possible to keep the parts of the surrounding area dry and prevent the river from flooding again. Next to it is a little illustration of where the water's redirected when the level gets too high. And what's that? There's an old bunker from the Second World War here too, directly connected to the drainage system. Sounds quite unpleasant.
I wonder if we can go there. Oh, that would be quite something. Right, typewriter.
I'm not gonna touch it, unlike the hordes of tourists before me.
Alright, well, to the Black Museum then. They'll probably be really lame. Expect smart-ass remarks from Darren. Ooh. This is also incredibly small. Huh. Murder scene.
The madman Samuel Gordon murdered the respected Dr. Heinz Hermann in a bloody frenzy. He decapitated the popular doctor in his own home, near to the village.
Can we look at it again?
The models are cheaply made, but don't look all that old. A lurid scene.
Great. Push the button. Yeah, great. Do it again. Oh, that is so bad.
This seems to be about the murder of a boy. The youngest victim of the series of murders was the 12-year-old Vic V. He was brutally murdered at a stone circle in the forest, not far from the village. Here are some pictures of the stone circle. Witness accounts, a statement from the police, newspaper clippings. It looks like people assumed it was a ritual murder at first. Heavy metal Satanists in murderous frenzy.
Indeed. What the hell? That's not even connecting with the shoulder. That's even worse. God. Shredding machine.
A shredding machine? What's that all about? Shredding machine from the garden of Black Mirror Castle. Who do the mysterious traces of blood on the inside of the shredding machine belong to? What kind of gruesome stories could this machine tell us about its former owner? In what kind of bloodthirsty crime did it play an incisive role? A mystery that will probably never be solved. BS.
Nice. So, is that it? Wait, we can look at that one once more.
What makes someone butcher another human being? A child at that. It must have been dreadful.
And look at that again.
A shredding machine? What's that all about? Shredding machine from the garden of Black Mirror Castle. Who do the mysterious traces of blood on the inside of the shredding machine belong to? What kind of gruesome... In what kind of blood... A mystery, yes. A shredding...
And it keeps repeating.
In what... A mystery,
So
yes.
Curious. Well, that was all of that, so... Again, it was very underwhelming. It was not good at all. So, let's go out. I think we're done here. To the hotel. Can we go to the library? It's probably closed, right? Considering Darren mentioned that the brochure didn't have the opening times.
The library. Miss Valley's Empire.
Can you go to it?
The light is off and the door is locked. I'll have to come back later.
Yeah, figured as much. What about the tower?
The clock on the tower is huge. However, it seems to have stopped.
Always a good sign.
That must be the town hall. There's no church in the village, but I saw one on the way here.
Street. Great.
The houses here look just as dilapidated as the rest of the place. The village comes to an end less than 100 yards from here. I hardly think there's a quaint alleyway, a picturesque canal, or a peaceful courtyard hidden around the corner. Actually, I'm quite sure there isn't.
Alright. Rope. What? I didn't even see the rope there. Well, okay, I guess I did see it there, but...
An old rope. It's wrapped around the pole up there, and the other end disappears into the canal. I can't make out where it leads. The water's too dirty.
Sorry for skipping through that, but let's pull up the rope.
Aha, a little bucket. Perhaps one of the residents wants to save money by collecting some of his water from the canal.
Maybe.
The bucket is full of canal water. It seems quite clean in the bucket. At least it looks cleaner than when it was in the canal.
To be honest, the water looks quite alright, but...
The bucket is full of canal...
I get the feeling that it might be Bobby's water. And for some reason I think we may have to... No, right. We don't have to drug it. So, the fair, the pub, the bakery, what?
It looks like it's a bakery. Or was a bakery. Hard to say whether the building is still in use. It must have been built years ago. But now it looks rather untended and abandoned.
And that also leads to the hotel. Alright. Well, I'm gonna have to take a quick little break here. So, I'll return shortly. Very shortly if you're actually watching. And we'll go explore the pub and the fair. Talk to Tom. tell him he's an asshole for using his little brother. That's what I'm thinking, at least. But I guess we'll see how it goes, and perhaps we'll meet Miss Valley again, because that certainly seems like it would be a good thing. Or she may just end up being an Order member after all, and then it would be very bad for us. But I guess we'll find out soon enough. So, again, be right back, guys. And we are back, guys. We're back. It all took a bit longer than I expected, but, you know, that's life. So, we had the pub and the fair to go. I believe Tom was Bobby's brother, right? Or maybe Tom was just the pub owner. I'm not sure. I already forgot the name. Tom was either the chili stand... Well, it's the same guy, isn't it? Yeah, it is the same guy. Never mind.